show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they run the option on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 62 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, that's complete right side to Kmet. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds.
And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackler. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
10 yards on the pick.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said you'd lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Miami.
He's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and 3.
This won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
The gun, they'll look to throw, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown from 8 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
He's taken down at the
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to Cole.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Dolphins.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll throw now on the final play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
To number 80. Out of bounds.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's the option.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down at his own
A wall of Dolphins, and there are lots of them there to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Miami set to take over.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again? In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Quickly complete into the right flat. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Jackson on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
That Hill running right through it.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. From a yard out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Chicago. Antonio Gibson, 75 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Muscles him on. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 yards, a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home.